Good morning, guys. The kids are finally in school and I am back getting ready to go on 2-mile run today on top of yoga class at 9:30. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me today because this is day one of prepping for our Thanksgiving half marathon run. So I'm gonna walk you guys along with me so you guys can see how our run goes and how our yoga class goes. Take it from me that you don't need the fancy bag, the fancy yoga outfit to get started. And here I'm going to be packing an extra pair of clothes for yoga class. I'm also going to be packing my body sunscreen because it's starting to get a little hot, and this lifesaver, it's Body Glide, and my sunnies, some Dove deodorant. You have to have a sweat towel and then my yoga mat towel. We're going to be packing my Chaco sandals because if you go to yoga, you need to wear sandals. I'm also going to be packing my face sunscreen. I look a little bit of a hot mess, but I'm going to look even hotter whenever I get out of that yoga class. Alright guys, I'm still trying to get over a cold that I had last week. If you guys remember my last video, I was very stuffy. Now I'm left with this awful cough. It's super dry cough. So today, just a little bit of a backstory before we actually get into the video and I have you guys meet my friend. A little backstory of me and Diana, which we call her China. She has been a friend of mine since I worked at the restaurant. We met at the restaurant La Paria years ago, way before I had my kids. And of course, you know, we all go our separate ways. We have our own lives after being co-workers. But one thing we do have in common now is that we love to run. We love to do any type of physical activities. She was the one that got me into running the Peachtree Road Race. She was the one that motivated me to sign up for it. And then right now we have been linking up, her and Jeanette, which is another friend of mine from a long time ago, which we also met at the restaurant. She has also been our running partner. So we pretty much meet up. We go run a few miles. But today is going to be a little different because we are actually training for the Thanksgiving half marathon. It's a 16-week training. We'll talk to you guys about it in a little bit. But it's going to be intense because every week and a half, we're going to be increasing our miles until we get to 13 miles, which is, I think, what we're going to be running on Thanksgiving morning. We are just going to go ahead and prep for it. We're going to be doing 2 miles for the first week and a half. And we're also going to be including some type of strength training or yoga class, which we're going to be doing after our 2-mile run today. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I started yoga literally last week. Just to be more specific, it's hot yoga, which is more intense. But oh my God, you guys, I loved it because you sweat so freaking much.
Determination and sweat, but mostly is sweat.
Not only that, I just feel like you get rid of all the nasty toxins in your body. I have also been trying to eat as best as I can. So with this training program, I think I'm gonna get a little bit more intense with my meal preps and be more mindful of the calories I take in and what I'm eating and the times that I'm going to be eating, as well as my coffee intake. So right now, like I talked to you guys in my last video, I absolutely have not had a cup of coffee at all. Normally by now I would be sipping on my iced coffee. I have left that for like right after my workout. So right now I'm literally just gonna be drinking some water, and water is essential, especially if you're doing yoga. But the first day that I did yoga, oh my God, you guys, I was literally like SpongeBob inside Sandy Cheeks' house.
Water would be nice.
Like I was dry as heck and I was so dehydrated, but I brought my water with me. I'm a little bit more prepared. So I'm supposed to meet Diana at 8 o'clock. It's 7:48 currently. So I'm gonna go ahead and head down Woodstock, which is about like 20 minutes from where I live. Also, I was such a proud mom this morning. The past week and a half, Lorenzo has been struggling to get out of the car and carpool in the mornings and get into the school. And as a mom, you just want to be able to like say, it's okay baby, you can stay home if you don't feel like going, you know. But realistically, no, they have to get down and get used to it. So my mama heart was really hurting the past week and a half, watching him struggle trying to get used to this whole new routine and longer hours in school. But today, you guys, was so much better for me. I felt more at ease. He was a lot happier getting down and out of the car. I tried to prep them before they got to the main carpool area. I had them both put on their book bags and get their lunchbox ready, and I put his favorite song, which is Raining Tacos, and surprisingly that worked well for him, and he danced his little happy feet out of the car. So that's just a little update on you guys on his first week of school. I finally made it 20 minutes later, but I am here. This is my friend Diana. Say hi, Diana.
I'm really shy.
So we're gonna go ahead and start our 2 miles, right?
2 miles, yes.
She already walked the 2 miles this morning, so she's already ahead of the game.
Oh no.
But we're gonna go ahead and start. You ready, Gina?
Oh yes.
All right.
So.
All right, you let me know when.
Okay.
Good. We're finishing up our 1 mile right now. We're going back to yoga class. How are you feeling, Diana? Good? This is
Exactly.
a piece of cake. Done. Alright, we'll have that home. We finally made it, you guys. Look at the proof of hard work. You think you're gonna make it to yoga?
I don't know.
It's an hour and a half of yoga.
And 107 degree.
170 degree?
7 degree.
Holy crap. We'll see if I make it, because I've only done 1 hour and I was able to survive. But yeah. Miss Beast here, the pro, she convinced me to do a whole hour and a half.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. You ready?
That's gonna be our strength training.
Oh yeah. So we completed the 2 mile run for the first day of training, and now let's go die.
Training.
You guys, I am so dead. I got home. I literally have been just laying here in bed because 2 mile run is not as much, but when you're combining a 2 mile run, and mind you, I got there a little late, so if we would have started a lot earlier, we still would have gotten that cooler breeze. We started running around like 8:30, so by 9 o'clock it got so hot and we didn't even catch a break. We automatically went straight into yoga. Mind you, this class is an hour and a half and it's only my second week in yoga, and I really just could not finish the class. I think I was able to complete a whole hour of yoga by the time I started really just feeling so suffocated and super hot. Like I couldn't even breathe. Typically when you're doing hot yoga, you can just lay back and breathe for a few minutes before getting back into that body strength training. But as far as for me, after the 1 hour, I was like, okay, I have to get out of this room. It's so hot. My wrists were going numb. And as soon as I stepped out, I felt like my whole bottom of the face felt so numb, and I really couldn't like talk. So I was just like trying to listen to my body. I was talking to my friend Diana, like I would definitely do an hour and a half yoga alone, but I would definitely not incorporate 2-mile run and then on top of that yoga. Or maybe if we would have given ourselves like an hour break or so, maybe I would have been able to hang, but it was definitely tough on me today. But Diana did finish her whole hour and a half. I'm super proud of her. Tomorrow we are gonna continue our 2-mile run, and then we're gonna wait maybe like 3 hours and then go to yoga class. Our schedules are gonna be much like that. So some days I'm gonna be running with Diana in the morning, and other days I'm gonna be running with Jeanette in the evenings, and then on Saturdays we are all three gonna meet up and we're gonna do our long run. Typically on Saturdays after a week and a half is when we are gonna be upping our mileage. So for a whole week and a half we're gonna do 2 miles, and then our last day of our week and a half we're gonna meet up on a Saturday, and we are gonna up it to 3 miles up until we get to 13 miles. That is just gonna help us prep our body for the marathon in November. And we're also going to be incorporating strength training. We're also gonna be having 2 rest days, and on those 2 rest days it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to 100% completely rest. It's gonna be up to us if we do want to rest or not, but we're planning to do is maybe like do a low impact walk, and or maybe like a small hike or whatever. But we're gonna see how we feel this first week and a half, and I'm going to continue to be vlogging our runs, and probably not every single day, but every time that we go up a mile, I'm definitely gonna be vlogging. And another thing, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys how my body changes, because if you guys remember in my last video, I was talking to you guys about how much I let go of myself, how much I didn't take care of myself with my water intake, with my nutrition, and just drinking iced coffee and living off of that for the morning. So I actually switched that up, waking up, drinking my water, with some lime and a pinch of salt, and going straight into my workout. Of course, we have to eat a little bit of carbs before our run. That's just to fuel our body with some energy. It is highly recommended that you fuel yourself with a little bit of carbs before a run. Especially if you're a runner, you have to have a little bit of carb. Anyways, guys, that is the end for today, and I am so tired. I've been up since like 5:30 in the morning, but tomorrow we're gonna be back at it through the whole week. As far as food, I will make another video on what I'm gonna be eating during my training days. Of course, I'm not gonna be 100% perfect with my nutrition, but I am gonna try, since I'm getting right back into being very disciplined with my exercises. I will kind of show you guys what I'm going to be eating, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in my next video.